Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on blast. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Received so strong that the lies won't last. Lil Pop, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Pop, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Pop. Who bring the proof? Lil Pop. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got need? She OB. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Truth don't mean you gon' stand on that. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Lil Pop, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Lil Pop, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Shut it down, baby. Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on blast. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Received so strong that the lies won't last. Lil Pop, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Pop, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Pop. Who bring the proof? Lil Pop. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got need? She OB. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Truth don't mean you gon' stand on that. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Lil Pop, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Lil Pop, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Shut it down, baby. Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on blast. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Received so strong that the lies won't last. Lil Pop, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Pop, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Pop. Who bring the proof? Lil Pop. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, on that. Loop up, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Loop up, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Loop up, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Loop up, baby. True too strong, wipe them down. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. It's Loop up, baby. Shut it down, baby.
Hey y'all, happy Saturday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Saturday, baby. Y'all, the streets is hot, okay? The block is hot. Oh Lord, y'all. I've been in these streets since this morning. Y'all, I had a whole card game scheduled for in my house today for me, my siblings, and my cousins. And I canceled it for y'all. Okay. And they are mad. They are really upset because we've been looking forward to this little card game for a hot minute. So we're gonna do it next weekend. But yeah, see, I put y'all first. I put y'all first. I was like, I can't not come out here and talk about this tea because I know my people gonna be a little upset because y'all was waiting on me, baby. Y'all was in Auntie Pimo comments looking for me. Y'all was in the DMs looking for me. Y'all was in my comments looking for me. So here we are. We're going to go over all of it. And I got a couple of 1-2 receipts to show y'all as well. Let me see who we got in the chat so we can get it cracking. Hold on, y'all. Let me go up. We're going to be here for a little while because we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to go over. Y'all, I still didn't even get a chance to I'm supposed to do a morning live also. Oh, Lord, I got to get it together. But it's the weekend. You know, on the weekend, you be in the streets for the most part. So we going to get it together. We're going to get it together. Dang, it must be a lot of y'all in here. Hey, sweet queen, my love. Shout out to you and all my other beautiful moms that's in the chat holding it down for Pop. I see y'all and I appreciate y'all and love y'all down. Shout out to my green team. I see y'all always first in the chat. We got Miss Rebecca. We got discussion board, another one of my beautiful moms holding it down. You say she just wants some attention. She turned evil. I think it's more to come, or at least to say it's not over. We got Miss Alyssa. We got Don't Worry, Be Happy. Miss Nina. We got, let me see, Miss Rebecca. We got Gianna. We got, did I say Sweet Queen already? If not, shout out to you again. We got Miss Veronica, Miss Mika. We got, let me see. Wait, this is another one or the same? Yep, that's the same. Hold up, y'all. Hey, twin. Corporate thugging with Mika in this bitch. Shout out to you, my love. Miss Jackie. Who else? Miss Elisa. We got, let's see. Is that the same one? Yep. Hey, Miss Dean. I think I seen Queen Steph in here. Hold on, let me go down. Hey, Miss Patricia. Hey, Mimi girl. Hey, Terry. Shout out to you. I know you put that copyright and fair use in the chat, so thank you for that. Also, we got Shaquintley. Thank you, Nene, for my first super. You say I'll start. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Let me see who else. Who else in here? Hey, Miss Angela B. Hey, Miss Robin Buttercup, Miss Glenda, anything glittery. We got my girl Jaisha in this thing. We got Miss Jackie 60 in the building, Nita M. We got Miss Michelle Spikes, Miss Jackie Moore, Miss Linda Mosley. Who else? Barbie Doll, Miss Shalene, Miss Nisha, Miss Lenora, Michelle the Bell, another one of my beautiful minds holding it down. Miss Sharon, Miss Lynette. Prosperity. Okay, look at y'all coming through. We got who else? Miss Beverly, Miss Margaret, Lisa in the building, Tokyo Blues, Christina. Let me see. Miss Vanessa, Adriana, Show Nothing This Thing, Coco, Miss Teresa, Miss Latanya. Okay, y'all, D baby. Hold on, y'all. Let me work my way through. Let me through that. Let me through that. Miss Tawanda, Nati in the building. Kira. Who else? Miss Big. Miss Katina. Peace be still in the building. Queen of the Truth podcast in this thing. Shout out to you, Queen Steph. Hey, Mila, thank you for the super. You say she Miss Salty is going to ruin her slight come up to slash her brand while trying to ruin his reputation. He is stamped. She is turning out to be an older Lionia. Deep side. I'm so disappointed, y'all. I'm so disappointed. Like, we're going to talk about it. Hey, Mr. Moan. And the disappointment more so comes from the fact that I know some things, right? So it's like, why? You know, when you do a TPO on somebody, you can't be bothering them either. Like it don't make sense. We gonna get into it though. We gonna get into it. Hey, Charmaine. Let me see. Let me see. So disappointed in Miss Season. I like disappointed, y'all, for real. Hey, Miss Renee. Let me go down. Talk, I'm first off, I'm sorry for your loss. God will carry your family through, and I also been tuning and giving you a thumbs up. Now let's get into this hot tea. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, Savy. Hey, Miss Melissa. Hey, Sunshine. Let me see. Let me see. Hey, Michaela. Okay, let me float my way to the bottom. It's a lot of y'all in here. A collective hey to everybody else that's coming through. I see y'all, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I don't ignore nobody, but I try to shout out as many people as I can initially, and then once we get into it, I do a collective hey, but it still counts, okay? It still counts. For the ones, sometimes some people get mad if I don't say their name, child, but I love y'all all the same, okay? Period. Let me see. We almost to the bottom. Dang. Okay. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Like I ain't gonna never get like I ain't gonna never get to the bottom of the chat. But y'all know I've been keeping up with them comments, baby, because y'all used to be on me about them comments, okay? Y'all can't say that about Pac no more, because I be on top of them comments. Period. But anyways, if you would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me a $ Lupac 2. You can also buy me a coffee. I do have my cash app and my coffee link pinned at the top of the chat. If it's not hyphenated, my mods do put it in rotation for anybody that wants to bless me during this live stream. Y'all know I always set a little goal of 15. It ain't much, it ain't mandatory, but it's greatly, greatly appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live. I set it for 20 this time because I canceled my card game for y'all. Okay? So I need y'all to turn up on that goal for your girl for the one time. Because I could have beat y'all. I'm so cold in Boo-Ray. Like I don't know how many of y'all know about Boo-Ray. I'm so cold in Boo-Ray. Like I learned from the best. I be tearing the family up on that Boo-Ray table. That could have made me a hot little lick tonight. But anyways, I love y'all. So we gonna talk about this tea, baby. Please hit that like button, y'all. Please watch those ads and hype your girl up if you do see that option. I think they say you don't see it till like the end of the live. I'm not sure, but make sure y'all hype me up as well and run them likes up. Run them likes up so we can push this video in the algorithm. All right, now let's get into it, y'all. Let me put this on the screen first. Hold up. I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all something. And then we're going to get into these court documents. Hold up. I forgot to send this one to my email. Come on. All right. I want y'all to look at this real good. Look at this image real, real good, y'all. Like, really, 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 really good. Look at this image. Examine it really good, y'all, because something going on. Okay? So make sure y'all. Wait, where is it? Oh, it ain't hit yet. Hold on. Let it come through first. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Where you at, baby? There we go. All right, let me put it on the screen. Look at it real good, y'all. Let's get it real good. Why is my Oh Lord. Y'all could hear that just now? I don't know why I don't know why my intro started playing again. I had to click, I had YouTube open on my computer too. That's probably why. So y'all look at this real good. Y'all see this picture that I got on the screen? Because something ain't right. Something not right, y'all. This narrative was painted since 2022 that this man wasn't working with nothing. Like it started with the ex-wife, right? It was said that he wasn't working with nothing. He had a Vienna sausage. He had a shrimp. So something ain't right. Like something is not right. It can't be the clout can't be that serious, right? It can't be that so many people just want clout. It gotta be Latrue. Where's Latrue? Somebody call him. We need you to come to the front of the class because something in the milk ain't clean. And some would say, right? Some would say, well, if everybody's saying it, it must be true. Because y'all know they quick to push that narrative out there. If all the women saying he a narc and he this and he that, then it must be true. But guess what? Receipts don't lie either. Facts don't lie. So this ain't that. This ain't one of those situations where we got a Me Too movement. This ain't that because it has been receipts to rebuttal every single female that has came out here and said something about this man. So either he's really one of God's favorites. I don't know, y'all. Like I really don't know. I don't know what it is. But I had to do this stuff. I had to put that jumbo shrimp because I'm just not understanding. What is it? What's going on, child? Latrue must have a shrimp of gold. It gotta be something because ain't no way. And I'm so, like I said before, I'm so disappointed in Miss Seasonn because I really thought out of all of these women, I really thought she was different because one, she went so hard for him and rightfully so. And I gave her grace, y'all. And I didn't talk. The reason why I didn't do commentary on her the last time is because I feel like as a woman, you are entitled to your feelings. But when you switch it to a situation where you start doing stuff maliciously, slanderous, or if not, or even deceptive, then that's a different ball game. Because at the end of the day, it's always three sides to every story: hers, his, and the truth. Always. And it's kind of deceptive and malicious to, present this narrative as if this man is stalking, harassing, doing all of these different things, but not let it be known that you too are doing things as well behind the scenes. Like that's not cool. That's not cool. And she, y'all, to be honest, she probably would have had a lot of people convinced, right? If it wouldn't be proof out there that she's actually watching this man like a hawk. Like I'm talking about, baby, every single move with every single female. That's the crazy part. Hold on, y'all. My phone ringing. Give me a second, real quick. I ain't gonna answer, but let me text right quick. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, hold up. All right, I gotta send two more receipts to my email to show y'all. Oh shoot. Wow. Oh, I know you lying. I know you. Just this one message right here, literally debunks the whole scenario. I gotta show y'all this. Hold up. Hold on. Wow. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Send it to my email. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all supporting my little go, okay? Because it's finna get real interesting. It's finna get real interesting. We finna turn it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hold up. Let's see. All right, let me send this to the emails. Oh my God. Wow. This one. Let me see. We finna wipe them down. We finna wipe them down. Pop. Okay. All right. We're gonna say this. We're gonna say this for last. We're gonna say this for last. Hold on, y'all. Hold up, y'all. All right. My bad, y'all. Okay. Let me hold up. Let's see. All right, let's start with the paperwork first. We're gonna start with the paperwork first, then we're gonna get into the receipt. Mods, keep me in the known about how the likes is looking. Because you know we can run that intro if the likes ain't liking it. Okay? Seasonn, hope you know you're not going to win this case. It is just sad, though. Like she didn't have this to do. She didn't have this to do. I feel like this is unnecessary. As grown women, at some point we have to know when to just uh, wipe our hands with stuff and move on gracefully. And I honestly thought that's what she was doing. Like I still was watching her content and everything, even with the whole, the switch up with about it being narcissistic content, all of that. I was still watching it because it's very informative. But to do this, and then you even went, wait, hold on, let's pull up this too. You gave him your condolences about his dad, and I know, okay, how y'all feel about that? Because if you know, hold on, let me pull it up first. I don't know. I just don't get it. Like I know I wouldn't. Why? If you telling the courts that a man is harassing you, stalking you, sending THREATS to you, I wouldn't even want to send him condolences. Like what? That don't even make sense. So that's one of the things that I'm confused about. Like I wouldn't even want to send a man condolences, and I'm telling the courts or trying to get a no contact order against somebody. It just don't add up. Something in the milk ain't clean, baby. So this was posted on December 9th, 2025, y'all, where she said, sending my deepest, most heartfelt condolences to the Jackson, Hampton, and Wesley family. praying for your peace and comfort during this difficult time. Thank you, Michaela. I appreciate you, my love. Like, why? If I know I have that type of grievance with a person, I don't care. And this is not me being malicious or, trying to sound insensitive. But if I know I have these type of grievances with a person to the point where I'm trying to get the law to intervene, I'm not sending I'm not sending a con or a dolence. Okay, it's just not going to happen. Because I don't care what you got going on. You are literally teeing my life. You're bothering me. Like, no, that don't even make sense, y'all. This is, and to be honest, to me, it's given that I see what he got going on. It's not even more so of he's harassing her. It's the fact that he ain't. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 100. And y'all know, as a woman, we know what time it is. We know what time it is when you feel like you didn't put so much into a man, you didn't gave a situation your all, your feelings is involved, and as women, we love harder than men. So to see another man, not even just to see it, but to see it publicly, where thousands/millions of people can see it too, you feel like he played on your heartstrings. That's what it really is. Like, let's keep it above. And you want to see him hurt in some way, form, shape, or fashion. You want him to feel the exact same pain you feel. But this is not the route. And the crazy part is, y'all, it was submitted yesterday. The courts didn't deny it already. Even though they still go to court because she got to go to court. I want to say it's on the 23rd to plead her case. But the fact that they denied it off the rip speaks volumes. And the fact that it's so much evidence, so many receipts out there from behind the scenes to prove that not only are you the one doing what you're saying he's doing, but it's proof to back it up. That is crazy. That's crazy. Like, I am flabbergasted, y'all. Like, I would have never thought that she would have did this to him. I would have never thought that. And that's not even to downplay her feelings, because we all seen what she did. We all seen her go to bat for him. We all seen her have his back 100%. But here's what happens when you do things like this. You drown out the goodness. You drown out everything you did when you start doing stuff like this. Now people won't acknowledge those factors. They gonna remember you by this. The good things that you did to show your loyalty, your character, all of that is going to be drowned out by this situation. This is what they gonna remember. Yeah, she might have held him down, but she also tried to do the same thing, or at least one of the things his ex-wife did. So that puts you in that category. Sometimes we just gotta let a situation go and move forward. Especially if you know you the prize, y'all making it look like RH is the prize. And I'm not saying he ain't, right? I'm not saying he ain't the prize. But when you move like this as a woman, you take away from your throne. You take away from your throne. I would never. If you the prize, baby, the prize not moving like this. The prize ain't chasing no man. The prize ain't stalking no man. The prize ain't watching no man and no other female, analyzing what they doing, losing sleep, sweating. The prize ain't doing none of that. When you the prize, you get chased. You don't do no chasing. This is what, like, people are not seeing it the way y'all trying to portray it. It's making it seem like, well, damn, RH must really be treating these women good. He must really be putting them on a pedestal and giving them something out of this world, because it ain't no way in hell every single woman he deal with go out the same way. Ain't no way. It's not giving the Me Too movement. It's giving that he must really be doing something, because it starts off as, oh, he's so attentive. He's so respectful. He don't raise his voice. He pays attention to detail. I don't never have to pay for nothing. We heard that conversation multiple times. And when you put it out there like that, you switch the narrative. The motive becomes different once a breakup happens, and then it's, oh, he's a narc, he's controlling, he's verbally abusive. All of those things. It's like, okay, well, which one do you want people to believe? Because what I remember was, he don't never let me pay for nothing. He's so, soft when it comes to me as a woman. He pays attention to detail. He pulls out chairs. He opens doors. I remember that. I remember, oh, I would never do him like the ex-wife. I remember it also being said not even that long ago. Damn, what was it when that I don't even want to say her name. Lord have mercy. But when that S lady situation happened, y'all trying to make me say something about him that's not true. So now, since another female is in a picture, he's a narcissist. He's this, he's that. Like, it's just not adding up. It's just not adding up. He can't be this now. Y'all know I say this all the time, but this is one of those situations where these things can't both be true at the same time. This one of them situations. This one is rare. And the reason why I say that is because he can't be the world's greatest gentleman who pulls out chairs, who opens doors, who pays attention to detail, who never raises his voice, who avoids confrontation. He can't be that and be a narcissist. It don't make sense. He can't want to see you win and help you create pages to win if he's a narcissist. Narcissists don't do that. Narcissists try to keep you at the bottom. They don't want to see you on their level or above. Narcissists ain't helping women create generational wealth. It don't go down like that. Narcs not doing that. Narcs don't want to see you win. Like, come on now. I remember vividly, even Foot Meat said, and I still got this receipt. And for the ones in the back, because we got 507 people here, Foot Meat is the first baby mama. And y'all know she cannot stand RH. She cannot stand the ground he walks on. But she even said, and I still hold this receipt, she said, it don't matter. She said, y'all know I cannot stand Robert. But she said, one thing I will give him is that if he's with you, he will upgrade you. He will try to put you on his level or above. She said that. And it's a voice recording to back that up. That's not a narc. Narcs don't do that. Narcs don't want to see you win. They're not going to give you something that you can potentially still have, even if there's a breakup. They're not going to give you something knowing you could still win off of it after y'all then party ways. With everything they done said about this man, every single female that then came into his life, he done helped create pages for generational wealth. And we, as the spectators, the outsiders, the onlookers, we done said, why he keep helping make these people pages, knowing they keep doing things like this to him, but he still do it. So that speaks volumes to his character. Big volume. Because you would have thought he would have learned his lesson. But it just shows that regardless of what he went through, these women ain't changing his character. Yeah, she might have did this to my page and destroyed my livelihood and did this and did that, but I'ma still help as much as I can moving forward because that's the type of person that I am. Child. All right, y'all. So let's get into these court documents, and then I'm gonna show y'all some little receipts at the end of this live to debunk the court documents, basically. So, let's see, page number 1, the Superior Court, Petitioner VW, that's her name, versus respondent RH, petition for dating VIOLENCE. Y'all know certain words we can't say on here. Temporary protective order. Petitioner pursuant files this petition for a dating v temporary protective order, and in support shows the court the following. It says 1, petitioner is a resident of Georgia. Petitioner is over the age of 18. And this says number 2, respondent is a resident of Georgia. May be served, and it gave his address. Okay, let's go down. Petitioner, number 3, petitioner and respondent are currently within the last 12 months were in a, let's see, dating relationship as described, and no is checked off. It says, is either party pregnant with the other party's child? It says no, and then no is checked off again where it says, are you currently in a committed romantic relationship with respondent? And she checked no. All right, let's go to the next page. Hold up, y'all. And this is my thing. Let me say this too, because in order for her to even feel this way based off, because all of this is springing from his content, y'all. This is not physically being done, meaning he's not going to her house. He's not riding around her house or calling her phone constantly. This is springing from the things that he's saying in his content. That's where she's getting this from. How could you see this if you're not watching him? Even subliminally, because we all know he don't say nobody's name when he do his content. He's never done that. Even if he's speaking about some baby mama stuff, he don't never say nobody's name. So in order for you to even feel like he's referring to you, you got to be watching his every move. Unless you hired some type of private investigator to watch all his content, the judge is going to ask that question. Like, the judge is going to ask that question. How do you know? Like, why are you watching every little move he makes to even note these type of things that you feel like could possibly be about you? Baby, blocking is easy. That's, y'all, I swear to God, that's one of the main things not even just with this situation, but even though I know on YouTube, y'all know with the tube, you can block them from commenting, but you can't block them from seeing. But Facebook, where he does majority of his content at, if you don't want to see or hear what he's talking about or potentially, quote unquote, catch a subliminal, you can block him and you won't see nothing. You won't see nada. You want to see that. You want to see what he's doing. You want to see who he's doing. You want to see those things. Because if you didn't, none of this would even exist. None of this paperwork. We got to keep it above. I'm not following none of my exes. Why? I'm the prize, first of all. I'm the loss. I'm the prize. I'm the blessing God sent from above. Okay? I'm not following you. I don't care who you end up with. They could never be me. I don't care who you end up with. I don't care who you sleep with. I don't care what you're doing with them. None of that. When you really know you're that, you don't care about none of that. You ain't watching to see how they kissing on videos and how passionate it may seem. Okay? Because listen, the receipts is clocking. You don't care about none of that. You don't care about how he kissing a mirror in a little 1-2 video at the end of a skit or punk. You don't care about no interviews where they smooching and the kiss is looking passionate. Why we caring about stuff like that from our stalker? Why we caring? Why we care? Okay. So I try not to do this, y'all. Like I said, I try, and I'm disappointed. Like I really am. I really am. Like I'm really disappointed in this situation because I thought she wasn't one of them. Now, if this was a situation, let me say this, right? Because I don't want them to push that narrative that, oh, they feel like Robert can't do no wrong and da-da-da-da. The difference is, it's not about whether he can do wrong or right. He's human at the end of the day. And all men and women make mistakes. Let's say that. But when there are actual receipts to debunk things, that's when the situation becomes a little bit different. It's not that he's perfect and he ain't doing nothing to these women. Because we've even, as supporters, put our grievances out about how we felt about him moving too fast. We speak on that. We didn't spoke on that. We didn't say that. But we can't pick and choose for him or even say how fast he should move with a person. We don't wear those type of shoes. We can't do that. We can't do that. But this is not to say, oh, he's perfect and he ain't did nothing to Miss Seasonn and da 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 da. That's not to say that. Her feelings are valid. When it comes to how she feels about how they ended, that's valid. Nobody's taking that from her. But, and here's where the but is capitalized. When you know you've done things, right? When you know you are literally doing what you say he doing, watching his every move, that is cyber stalk. If you're watching everything, sending it to people, all of that, like, you don't think that that's going to be considered if we go to court? Like, that's going to be considered. And when I say we, not meaning myself, y'all, I'm speaking like, as if I'm them. Because I ain't going to nobody's court, okay? Period. But to think that that's not going to be considered is crazy. Especially when it's his people you speaking to. Like, come on now. So, hold up. Let's see where we at. So, this one says, okay, she checked off yes for this box where it says, if you and respondent are not currently in a committed relationship, were you in a committed relationship, committed romantic relationship within the last 12 months? And she put yes, y'all. She put yes that her and RH was in a committed romantic relationship within the last 12 months. How? How is that possible? Because if I'm not mistaken, I could have sworn that I seen she made a post, and I want to say this was back in, don't quote me, I don't know if it was February 2024 or I don't know, y'all, I don't remember. But she had made a post basically wishing him well. It was something along those lines. But the last 12 months, it seems as though, because I remember her having, if I'm not mistaken, 2 different fellas in 2 different videos with her on her page. Y'all remember that? One of the videos, she was dancing to a song. I can't remember specifically what the song was. And she even tagged a supporter and said, this is for you, such and such. And the man was in the passenger seat, basically making it known that he was there. He wanted people to know he was in that video. His face wasn't showing, but you could hear him. And it wasn't the truth. And another instance was where I think she went out to eat. And you could see the man's hand. And people were thinking that was the truth, but it wasn't him either. So it could have been the same man, both instances, but it wasn't RH, is what I'm trying to say. Or it could have been 2 different men. I don't know, because his face wasn't showing, y'all. But the reason why I'm saying that is because that was months and months ago, maybe even early last year sometime. So we was dating within the last 12 months don't make sense. Now I could be wrong, but that it seemed like they've been not dealing with each other for well over a year. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that, but RH would know. And here's the thing, y'all. RH got to respond to this. I'm interested and intrigued to see his response, okay? Because he got to come with his too if this goes to court, because they denied it. Yes, they denied it. She put it in yesterday. I think yesterday was the 9th or the 10th, whatever. She put it in on the 9th, y'all. And they denied it on, I think, the next day, right? So she got to go, plead her case on the 23rd. And I guess if they grant it, he's going to have to respond. Because you can't just accuse somebody of something and not give them the opportunity to respond or rebuttal legally. So guess what? Guess what happens when he comes into play? You say, I got receipts about that date with the man too, and why she did. Oh, child, listen. period. Okay. But see, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. So that basically means even when she was dealing with another man, he was allegedly dealing with the other man to try to make LaTruth jealous. That's what that's given, that comment. But when RH responds, it's going to look real crazy in the courts if you're actually reaching out to him. I would hope and pray that she hasn't been reaching out to him within these last, whether it's days, weeks, months, or whatever, especially within the time frame that she filed this paperwork. I would hope that she's not reaching out to him, because that literally goes against everything she's stating. Because who in their right mind gonna reach out to a man that they're accusing of being a stalker and harassing and teeing them? Somebody put teeing in the chat just in case somebody don't know what I mean when I say teeing. I would hope and pray she's not doing that, because that will look real silly in the courts if you reaching out to him and you telling the courts you want him to leave you alone. The court's gonna look at you like you crazy. Child, Lord have mercy. So hold on, let me see. Hold up, y'all. And hey to everybody that's coming in. We got 560 in the building. Y'all, please hit the like button for me. Please support my little goal, y'all. It's a lot of y'all in here. My goal should be cleared. Procton got all of the court documents for y'all to come read these receipts online for y'all. So all I ask is that y'all support my little goal and hit the like button. That's not a hard that's not a hard feat, because y'all, it's a lot of y'all in here. It's a lot. I got 20 on my goal and it's 555 of y'all. That's an easy, that should be 2 minutes. Gone and done. Gone and done. Thank you, Taya. Look, my girl, she gonna always come through. She said, I made it. Let's have a super chat party for our queen. Thank you, my love. Yes, let's see who gonna follow suit. Okay. Who gonna support Pac with this live, baby? So now let's get to the details, y'all. Let's get down to the details, because we're gonna be here a little minute. Oh shoot, I did not want to do that. Oh, hold up, y'all. I didn't accidentally click on somebody live, y'all. So let's see. Let me go back. All right, so let's get down to the details. Okay. Thank you, Bama Grandma. Okay. So it says, that's what she said, that they was in a relationship within the last 12 months, y'all. I don't know how truthful that is, because we haven't seen any interaction between them in a long time. So to tell the courts that y'all was in an active relationship within the last 12 months, I don't know. I can't say she lying. I can't say she's telling the truth, because, we never know. We never know, right? But I do know Amira been staying in his house for a hot minute. Amira been actively living with this man for a hot minute. So I don't know, child. RH will be able to prove that. And I'm gonna get back to thanking y'all for the supers. I don't want to keep interrupting, but thank y'all all in advance. So let's go here. It says, please describe what makes your relationship with the respondent a romantic or dating relationship, including 1, how long y'all have dated, 2, how you spend time together, 3, how often you communicate and see each other, and 4, how you have represented the relationship to others, such as on social media, and 5, whether you are physically intimate with each other, i.e., do you hold hands, kiss, have sex, sleep together, etc. Here's the gag, though. When has RH ever came out on social media and said he was in a relationship? When did he do that? Because if I can recall, he hasn't done that since he was with his wife. Not one person that we've seen him dating. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. Dating someone and being in a relationship with them is 2 totally different things. Even though they mimic, the actions mimic, but they are different. You could be dating 4 people at one time. That don't mean you're in a relationship with them, and it don't mean you doing the same things with all of them. Because you could have 1 out of the 4 that you sleeping with, and the other ones just be, casual, cordial, whatever. We going on dates, but it ain't no sex involved. So it's a big difference, and a lot of people get it misconstrued because, like I said, the actions do mimic. Especially if it's a good man, Savannah. If it's a man that's very attentive to detail, he opening your door, he pulling out your chair, he's stroking you long DICK still. If he's doing all of that, baby, listen, y'all know us as women, we in a relationship with you, whether you in it with us or not. Okay? If you doing everything right, baby, we go together real bad. In my young Miami voice, we go together real bad, whether you know it or want to admit it. A lot of women didn't gave it up like that, but that don't mean that man moving like that. And one thing my papa always said, as a man, if that man don't acknowledge you as a title, don't acknowledge him as one. Period. Don't claim no ninja that ain't claiming you. Because you're going to look like Boo Boo the Fool every single time. Child, if you calling him your husband, your man, your partner, and he calling you his best friend, child, bye. I don't need no more friends. Go on over there with that. Go, go on. So, so y'all, this is what she said to respond to all of those things, right? She said, I was in a dating relationship with the respondent, Robert Hampton, from November 2022 to February 2025. And here's where it gets interesting, y'all. When she say dating relationship, okay, now I can acknowledge that, right? I can acknowledge the dating part, but the relationship part, no, because we all know R8 got out of his marriage in October. October. He ain't never popped out with nobody. Nobody. And to even think that you in a relationship with a married man, one who just not even went through, but was actively going through hell on social media, being drugged from one side of the world to the other, is crazy. I don't want nobody's torn nothing. That man was damaged, or H still need healing. He went through a lot. That man he really needs to heal. I wouldn't want no parts of that. And that go to anybody, y'all. Like, no, because it could seem like it's right, but it's not. Everybody needs somebody to lean on when they going through a situation like that. But I wouldn't want to be that person, that fallback person, because you're gonna end up getting hurt. And it's human nature. So it then says, we spent time together regularly in person and communicated by phone, text, and social media on a daily basis. We presented ourselves as dating, although the respondent publicly stated at times he was single. He didn't publicly state at times. He said that all the time. He never, and I'm glad she's honest about that with the people. Because if he actively said he was single, he wasn't lying. Because like I said, dating and being in a relationship is two totally different things. And that's where people get it misconstrued. You can date somebody all day long, or somebody, meaning 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people at the same time. That don't mean y'all go together. That means you courting me, we dating, and we having a time. Ain't no strings attached. And if we add sex to it, then we having fun. Okay? But we still ain't in no relationship though. What's understood don't need to be explained. And I would have took that as a red flag, me personally. The very first time this man would have got on a public platform and said he's single, I would have took that as a red flag moving forward. Okay, you single, I'm single too. We're going to enjoy each other, and we're going to enjoy other people as well until we establish or determine what we're doing here. So, exactly. Queen of Truth. I got to get used to that new name, okay? Queen Steph. This is how the F you tell the court the man claims he's single, but still follow through or on false allegations about stalking. Child, that's probably why they denied it. That's probably why. Like, it don't make sense. So it just giving y'all, it's giving hurt woman, right? It's giving hurt. And like I said, this is not a lie to take away from her feelings because they're valid. All of our feelings are valid when we deal with a man. We know men are not as emotionally mature as us as women. And women, we love harder. But you also have to take accountability if certain signs are there, if certain forwardness is there. If a man saying he's single, you got to take heed to that. And if you decide to move forward knowing this man telling people he's single, then guess what? You got to take accountability for moving forward with that person. Take it on the chin. Take it on the chin. Move on. Do your big one. Upgrade. Because if he a narcissist, then guess what? You can upgrade easily. If he's all of these bad things, that upgrade should come easy, right? But it's given opposite. It's given the complete opposite, y'all, because we don't dwell on the bad. When we the prize, we ain't dwelling on the bad. We ain't watching what the man doing with every single female. Probably thinking about, well, damn, he used to do that with me. Because that's the type of thoughts that flow when you watching somebody that you still have feelings for. You start thinking about everything y'all was doing, how you was enjoying it, and all of that. Because you would think it's human nature for when you start remembering the bad things. And this is what makes me feel like it wasn't bad. Because you want to, your brain should be programmed to remove the bad things that happen, right? If it was so bad in that situation, if he was gaslight, manipulative, love bombing, all of that, you want to remove that. You want to block that out. You don't want to dwell on that. But to be actively behind the scenes, watching this man, stalking this man, hawking this man, eyeing this man, him and the females he's dealing with, that's crazy. Y'all, wait till I show y'all these motherfucking receipts. Wait till I show y'all. Let me hurry and get through this so I can show y'all that. Y'all mouth finna be on the floor like mine was. Thank you, Miss Sonora, for that cash app blessing, my love. I appreciate you. Y'all finna be on the floor. Like, ain't no way. I'm not gonna even insult her. Because I could do this live and really talk without insulting at all. Because this is crazy. Let me go ahead. So she said, hold on, let's see. Communicated. Where did I stop? Let me see where I stopped. Presented ourselves. Okay, let me read that part again because I want y'all to feel that. So she said, we spent time together regularly in person and communicated by phone, by phone, text, and social media on a daily basis. We presented ourselves as dating, although the respondent publicly stated at times he was single as he had just ended a marriage. So he was doing it the right way then. Single but dating. That's how you supposed to do it. Right? Am I right or wrong, y'all? Ain't that how you supposed to do it? When you just got out of a marriage? So, hold on. He can't be held responsible. If he's presenting it that he's single and y'all actively dating, then how is he responsible for how you perceive it? That don't make sense. So, let's see where we at. Okay. We spent significant time together, visited each other's homes, and were physically intimate. Our relationship was known to close friends, family, and followers based on our interactions, shared time, and mutual support. Right? That's what she said. And nobody's negating that. Matter of fact, nobody ever even denied that they was dating. That's the crazy part. We all acknowledged her as his woman. We acknowledge that. Even though this is the thing though, y'all, even though we acknowledged her as his woman, it still doesn't negate the fact that this man has always actively said he was single and dating. Single and date. He's always said that on his platform. There is not an ounce of proof publicly where this man has stated that he was in a relationship with anyone. And I don't even think he told her, let's act like we, let's act like we not in relationship. Let's pretend for social media like we not in relationship, but act like we date. I don't think he told her that. I think it was what it was. It was what it was. And she wanted it to be more. That's what it's given. But you can't expect a man who's not ready to get ready when you want him to be ready. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. And if y'all part ways for those reasons, then you should be able to accept that. Because that's a man, even in that moment, he's saving you from heartache. If a man cuts ties with you because he don't want to hurt you and feed you things or straggle you along, that's a man looking out for your feelings even there. He, in his mind, he probably feel like you deserve better. If you want marriage and he don't want marriage, he probably feel like you deserve better. That's a good man, Savannah, even in that. Even in that, y'all. I remember her saying, even though the situation is what it is, we still friends and can't nobody make me say nothing bad about this man or talk bad. Why it can't still be that? Why y'all can't still be friends and keep it pushing, move on with your lives? It's too painful. It's too painful because you wanted more with this man. More. And guess what? It hurts even more because guess who's getting those same things? A mirror. A mirror. But guess what also? A mirror might be presenting something different. A mirror might be there with no strings attached. A mirror might be the type of person that's submissive, non-controlling, and just on whatever he's on. A mirror might like to add somebody to the bedroom. Who knows? And I'm not saying she do, y'all, but they might be on the same type of time, which is a clear indicator of why she's still in the picture and he's enjoying her company. She on the same type of time he on. She probably bringing him peace. That's what men look for, especially when they've gotten out of toxic, chaotic situations. They look for women to bring them peace. That ain't nagging, that they can enjoy company with. Now, I'm not saying, because, I've seen a lot of people saying, y'all, are asking to stay away from these crazy women. But here's the thing, y'all. He won't know if they crazy or they going to flip the switch on him. That's not something that's an automatic in the known early on. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, he ain't gonna know that automatically. He's just enjoying them. He's not responsible for emotionally immature women. Like, he can't be held responsible or accountable for how a woman acts when they don't get what they want out of him. He can't be accountable for that. Like, that's not his fault. He can't, he could be accountable for how, if he treating them, he going above and beyond, giving them princess treatment, and then they just start acting crazy. Because that's what it's seeming like. It's seeming like he is doing those things that they say he be doing, as far as pulling out chairs, opening doors, and doing all these different things, and it's driving them crazy because they can't have it by themselves. They can't have it just for them. So, next part, it says, on or about April 2025, respondent committed the following acts of dating, violence. This is where it gets a little interesting for me. It's because if y'all look on LaTruth's platform, damn near everything on his platform right now is him enjoying a mirror enjoying him, and stuff with his girl. Stuff with his girls. So I would think that if she's finding things subliminally, because y'all know he's not saying her name at all. If she's finding things subliminally and making it about her, that's a personal problem. That's a personal problem. That's not him intentionally doing things to target her. That's her making it about her. Because why, y'all? Why would this man need to be on his platform? From what I heard, from what I heard, I ain't even gonna say that. Shut up, Pop. Let me read it. Let me read it. Let me read it. It's gonna come out. So let me respondent committed the following, and I read that date acts of dating v simple battery, simple assault, stalking, and any felony against petitioner. Please describe. Okay, so she says respondent has engaged in a pattern of stalking, intimidation, and threatening conduct towards me through social media and public broadcast. How you know if you ain't watching him though? How? How? So you just randomly picking a live stream that he do to watching and oh, he talking about me right there. Even though he ain't saying my name, I know it's about me. You do know that he done been with multiple women where he had bad experiences. So to automatically assume the info that he put out about you is blasphemy. We literally just fought a 2-3 year war. Social media war, you included, ma'am, in defense of this man and the lies that was put out. So to automatically assume that he would dedicate his content to subbing you, intimidating you, for what though? Why would he need to do that to you? That's the question that I want answered. Why would he need to do that to her, y'all? Why? How we know it's not about Laonia? How we know it's not about Sierra? How we know it's not about the S lady? I'm not even saying her name because it like she pop up like Casper when you say her name, child. She be in the bush. Last time I said that lady name, I had a whole college essay in my DM. Okay, so how do we know what he says ain't just general things involving toxic women or the endings of relationships, situationships, or any of that? Because it seems like he got a whole lot of experience with it to talk about it. So how would you? Why? Not even how, but why would you even want to put yourself in those shoes? If you know and feel like you're not toxic, then it shouldn't relate, right? It shouldn't relate. I wouldn't even feel like it's about me. That's crazy. Like it don't even make sense. Why would you, if you know y'all didn't end on bad terms, if y'all didn't end on bad terms because according to the post that she made, y'all, this was a while back, right? She made a post and said very good thing. I wish I could, to my source, if you in here, go and see if you can find that post where, she said some really good things about him. Basically alluding to the ending of whatever they had, situationship, them dating, whatever, but saying they still friends moving forward, blase, blase. See if you can find that and send it to me. So, she said, hold on, let me get here. That he's intimidated, that he engaged in a pattern of stalking, intimidation, and threatening conduct towards me through social media and public broadcast. The respondent has directed statements, posts, and videos towards me that are humiliating, provoking, and designed to cause emotional distress. Here's the thing, y'all. Guess what? If she feeling like if it's that direct to the point where she automatically knows it's about her, don't you think people in the comments will feel like that too? Because sometimes when you working with subliminals, you can be so direct that you do everything but put a name on. That person gonna automatically know because you literally screaming it out, calling it out. You just not putting their name on. You could be that direct. But guess what happens when it's done publicly? You ain't gonna be the only one to know it or to assume or feel like it's for you. So if there are not comments of people saying, you said, dang, Pac, I thought your source was that. Girl, bye. Why would you think that, Sid? Why would you think that? Like, no. What made you think that? That's the crazy part. So That's the first. I ain't heard that one before. I have two sources, matter of fact. I have two, y'all. Two, okay? I never tell y'all either. You never supposed to reveal your source when you are a blogger slash content creator. You don't do that. That's not protecting your information. But it ain't that though. I don't know why you would feel like it was that person. So hold on, let me see y'all. Where we at? Let's see. She write like me, baby. I be pushing, bunching everything together. So it says, the respondent has directed statements, posts, and videos towards me that are humiliating, provoking, and designed to cause emotional distress. He has used violent, hard gestures, and threatening language on camera, including such as, I don't know how long you're gonna be here. I need to see that, y'all. If anybody knows what she's referring to, send it to me because that don't even sound right. She said that he said in a video, I don't know how long you're gonna be here. You know he talking. Oh Lord, let me stop. Y'all, like somebody send it to me. If y'all know what she could possibly be alluding to, if you seen a video that RH did where she said that he was doing violent hard gestures, I mean hand gestures and alluding, I mean, she said, and including, I don't know how long you're gonna be here. She said the respondent has repeatedly referenced me, taunted me, and attempted to bait me publicly online, which has caused me fear and anxiety. How though? How is he doing that and nobody else see but you? And I'm y'all, when I say this, I'ma keep it 100% honest, right? If I seen a video and I felt like RH was doing something like to the magnitude of what she's saying, I would call it out. I'm not playing because I don't play that. Like I really don't play that. You know, a lot of people like say, "Oh, Pac not fair. She don't call him out." Da, 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 da. If he was doing what she say he's doing, and she could prove that he's doing it to her, I'm calling that out. I'm calling that out because he's a male and she's a female. But I no what? How? It don't even make sense. No, so you seeing it as a personal ATTACK, but nobody else feels like it's for you. Because it would be some comments in the comments saying, why he talking about Miss Seasonn like that? Or why he's talking about that lady, or why he's threatening that lady. Da, da, da. Come on now. The way they be on his ass, you really think nobody's gonna notice or feel like it could possibly be for you? The problem is you're watching him too hard. This is your emotion. And the fact that you are emotionally intelligent, and you are very smart. I can't take that from her, y'all. She's a very intelligent lady. She's very smart, very beautiful. All of those things. But this is not a good look. And the fact that you, like I said, you are that smart, but you don't realize when your emotions is clouding your judgment. That's what it's giving. Because that man has completely moved on with his life. Nobody was even thinking about y'all as a couple since he been doing his thing with Amira. And I'm not saying that to be harsh or as like an insult. I'm just saying that's what it gave. That RH is moving on. He doing his content. It's a lot of AI content. Him and Amira doing A1-2. He back talking with his daughter. They even reconcile. Like what? And then you out the blue this? This don't even make sense. So, but I need that video, y'all. We need to see that video that she's referencing. And y'all, if once I see it, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If I feel like it's a possibility that he's talking about her, I'ma say it. I'ma say it. Even though I can't prove that, because if it ain't no name on it, there's no proof. Even in court. If she can't prove that, if this man ain't physically say, I mean, If this man ain't verbally said her name, that's probably why they denied her claim, because she's going off a subliminal. She's going off a subliminal. That's why they denied. There's no hard proof. That's crazy. Um, you said exactly. Block him. Block him, because judgment is human nature for judgment and emotions to be clouded when you're in your feelings, when you still feel, you still care about somebody. You gonna feel like everything is a shot towards you because y'all just not long got out. You was the last situation. So you gonna feel like that. You're gonna. That's why you block. That's why therapists advise their clients to block them out. Block them. Don't engage. Don't go to their pages. Everything is gonna feel like it's for you. Guess who also could be feeling like that? Bree. She too could be feeling like that's for her because of their very toxic marriage. So see how that go? That child, oh Lord. Neo Tarot called it out, y'all. Y'all, if y'all remember, and I'm gonna try to go back and find it. Neo Tarot did say, and this was last year sometime. Neo Tarot said that RH had two women around him. And she said, I can't tell which one, but one of them is I don't know if she said snake or if she said one he needed to watch. I cannot remember, but Neo said that. And I'm going to find that video. She said it. And we was like, oh no, she ain't talking about Miss Seasonn. She got to be talking about Laonia. Y'all remember that? I'm going to find it, y'all. When we do our next live, I'm going to pull it out. Because I remember vividly her saying that. Somebody said, read my comment. I don't see it. Hold on. Who said that? Who said read my comment? Let's see. You might have to repost it because them comments going so fast. Y'all, we got 584 in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I think I just need a few left for my goal, y'all. So please clear my little goal out if y'all can. But definitely hit that like button for Pop. He definitely tapped it. Okay, let me get back to this. So she said, hold on. The respondent has repeated. Okay, I read that part. Although I have not had physical contact with him, these repeated targeted behaviors make me believe that he may escalate an attempt to harm me. Ooh, girl. If baby, listen. You got it bad when you're on. You call right back. Listen, y'all. Okay, so let me say this. If y'all notice, her content has been very consistent with the narc this, the narc that, the gaslighting, the love bombing, all of that. Very consistent. Like to the point where it's like overwhelmingly consistent. Like it's back to back. She back to back with it. If you follow her, you know what I'm talking about. So it's given that this man is driving her crazy. That's what it's given. Y'all. To the point where I don't know what it is, but it is driving her crazy. Now we know she was referring to him in all of those videos. So in all actuality, he can literally go to the court. He can go to the court and get a TPO on her because even though she ain't saying his names with those videos and stuff and all that stuff she's saying about narc this, narc that, guess what? It's a whole lot of people behind the scenes that she done said some things to. Okay? Say that. A whole lot of people. Let me see. Hold up, y'all. Miss Lasanda. Hey, Mr. Sander, you said Seasonn is jealous. He never claimed her. She needs to move the hell on. I agree, and I'm disappointed. Like I'm really, y'all. I had a lot of respect for Miss Seasonn. Like I really did, to the point where I still even supported her after they broke up because I was like, why not support her? You know, it ain't like she came out here and did what LaOnya did to him. But look at what we going through now. Look what's going on now. I really, really looked up to her to the point where I was like, she ain't one of them. She's classy, seasoned, i.e. the nickname. You know, she not on that type of time. She got her ish together. You know, like she gonna be able to find a man that's gonna give her what she wants based on her characteristics and her personality. But you don't do stuff like this. Because, like I said, this could be avoided if you block that person. If you block RH's pages, you're not seeing what he's doing. Also, you're not alluding or thinking that this man is referencing or talking about you because you're not even seeing what he's doing. So this don't happen right here. This TPO, this dating VIO, you know the rest, don't happen if you're not watching him. It does not happen if you're not watching him. That's the crazy part. And I'm pretty sure the judge gonna say that. Like, how do you know he's doing all of these things if you're not watching him? Imagine saying somebody's stalking you and you watching everything they do. That don't even make sense. Hey, Auntie Pimo. I commented on your post earlier. All right, let me see. Let me go back to the bottom. You say she wants the attention Brianna got, and we are not going to give it to her. Oh, wow. Child, listen. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. Let me see. Hold up. We got some more. We got some more. Um, Lord have mercy. Hold up, y'all. My child. Okay. Oh, my head hurt. Okay, my head's starting to hurt, y'all. I'm about to take some Tylenol. That's that screen though. So let me see. Where we at? I have not physical. She said I have not had physical contact with him. These repeated targeted behaviors make me believe that he may escalate and attempt to harm me. I am in fear for my safety and request protection from further harassment, stalking, and intimidation. So now, so what does she expect the course to do? You said you haven't had any physical contact with him. He ain't blowing her phone up, calling her, texting her. That I don't see that in here, not yet at least. So you want the course to say, hey, stop doing that content. Whatever you talking about in that content, stop it. Regardless if you ain't putting a name on it, stop doing it because you got people thinking you talking about it, and they fearing for their safety because of it. Y'all see how crazy that sounds? Y'all see how crazy that sounds? Leave me alone, Aisha. I ain't gonna take that from her though, y'all. That body butter smell good like a mother, okay? I ain't no hater. We gonna clock this tea right here, but baby, her body butter is tea, okay? I would never take that from her. That body butter smell like you can eat it. Because when I bought it, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I let my oldest son and Ham test it out. And my oldest son was like, ooh, this edible. I'm gonna take it from her. Yeah, that body butter is tea, baby. But this is not tea right here. This is tea, but meaning, this is sad. This is sad. This shouldn't have been done. This shouldn't have been done. All right, let's go to the next page. Hold on, y'all. I gotta take a Tylenol. My head hurt looking at this screen. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. Let me go get my Sprite. Hold on. Give me a quick second.
Oh, y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. facts, yeah, she made the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise, never let the lie rock. Nope, say it with me loud, wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. She a Louisiana with truth on blast. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Receipts so strong, but the lies won't last. Lil Pop, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Pop, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Pop. Who bring the proof? Lil Pop. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got need? She OB, Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Truth don't mean you gon' stand on that. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Lil Pop, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Lil Pop, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Shut it down, baby. Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she.
All right, y'all. My bad. My bad. I had to go get my Sprite. I had to take me to Tylenol and pee because I had to pee. Okay, but this doggone screen, even though I'm in the dark, I always turn my lights off. But you know, I got two big ass screens in front of me, and they so light, like it give me a headache sometimes. So I had to take a little one too, y'all. You say the truth is the MFing truth. Who said that, Aisha? Yeah, like child, something going on. Uh, let's see. Hey, Miss Lucky, you say what papers this damn saga is for? Child, listen. Miss Seasonn file papers for temporary dating violence temporary order against LaTruth. Yeah, it's a lot. That man can't catch a break, child. He cannot catch a break. That's crazy though. That is crazy. Like, come on. At what point do we let go? It seems like every woman this man encounter can't leave without causing a show. They gotta make their exit known, baby. They gotta make that exit known. They like, I gotta say something. I can't just leave quietly. Poor child, listen. I'm gonna make you feel it, but it ain't gonna be like that. I'm gonna show you why. Yeah, why I am the blessing. Okay. All right. So we got this part right here. It says, at other times, respondent has committed other such acts / crimes against petitioner, including but not limited to, and in the parentheses it has approximate dates and what happened. So she said, on multiple occasions, what does this say? Over the past several months, the respondent has engaged in a pattern of harassment and public intimidation through social media postings and live streams. He has posted content intended to imply violence, mock, embarrass, and provoke me. And then she put between June 2025 through January, which is this month, 2026. So she think he's still talking about her even now, y'all. She said he been talking about her since June 2025 up until currently. If you watch LaTruth content, do you when you see his content, do you feel like he's talking about Miss Season to the point where because she's saying she's alluding that he's threatening her, mocking her, humiliating her through his content. Huh? Child, I just don't get it. I'm not understanding. Hey, Miss Tanya, my love. You say the saga that keeps on giving. This man just lost his father. My goodness, that exact. Not just lost him, but she even sent condolences. Imagine sending your condolences publicly, and I'm pretty. If she did it publicly, I'm pretty sure she called them too. Imagine doing that and then hitting them with a hitting them with a secret TPO. I'm so weak, y'all. This ain't. Make sure y'all stay in here because y'all gonna want to see them receipts I got for the end of this live. Okay, y'all gonna want to see it. Y'all gonna want to see it. Let me see. Um, thank you for thank you. Wait, who did that? Thank you, Miss Rosie, for being a member for 8 months, y'all. We got 529 in here, y'all. Please hit that like button and please clear out my goal. Okay. If y'all clear, let me say this. I don't know how many I got left on the goal, but if y'all clear out my goal within the next, let's see. If y'all clear out my goal within the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'll show y'all one of the receipts right now instead of finishing reading the paperwork and then making y'all wait. If y'all clear out my goal, I'll show y'all one of the receipts for right now, and I'll show y'all the other. I think I got three total. I'll show y'all one right now, and I'll show y'all the other two at the end. But y'all got to clear my goal out now. It shouldn't be hard because we got over 500 some people in here. Hey, I am her. Hey, Miss Beverly. Okay, so let's get back to it. Let me see. Let me see where we at. But if y'all clear out my goal, we're gonna do that. And definitely hit that like button, y'all. Okay, so let's see. Hold on. It says there, this is number 6. And when I kind of like pause, is because I'm trying to read her handwriting. Because she wrote this out, y'all. She wrote this out. Okay. So not all of it is typed. Like you of course you got the paperwork the court did, and then she answering the questions. So it's kind of hard to read her handwriting on some of it. So number 6 says there is a substantial likelihood that the respondent will commit such. No, that one wasn't checked off. So it says, check the paragraphs below that apply to your case, right? So she checked off number 7, which says petitioner fears that if respondent learns of petitioner's current address, that respondent will hurt or injure petitioner. Petitioner requests that respondent not be informed of petitioner's current address. She said if he get her address, that he gonna do something to her, y'all. That's what she said. Yeah. So then it says the respondent does know my address. That's what she said. He knows it. Well, if that's the case, why he ain't did nothing yet? And I'm not saying that to, encourage, but why if he been harassing you since June of last year up until now, why he ain't made a move? Why he ain't child? Okay. So the next page, let's see. All right, we got. Oh, I can't wait till y'all see the receipts. Y'all gonna be like, what, y'all? Ooh, 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 child. Thank you, Bama. Thank you. That's one, y'all. That's one. Who next? Who next? So we can show y'all one of these receipts early, child. Hey, Tamika. So let's get to the next thing, y'all. Okay, they said, therefore, petitioner Part A, that the court set a hearing no later than 30 days from the filing of the petition and direct respondent to appear before this court and show any reasons why demands of petitioners should not be granted. B, that respondent, wait, so that means, and direct respondent, why demands of, so that means he gets to respond to show why it shouldn't be granted. Remember, I told y'all that at the beginning of the live that he can respond. He can respond and show his receipts too. And like I said, it's gonna be real interesting to combat that. I mean, when he combats that. Because if she been reaching out to him in any of this time frame, That literally goes against everything she's saying. Because why are you communicating if you are with somebody who you say is harassing, threatening, intimidating, and doing all of these things to you? Thank you, Taya. Love you more, my girl. So it says B, that respondent be served a copy of this petition and ex parte protective order as required by law. C, that this court direct law enforcement to enforce this order. D, that this court direct respondents to stop abusing, harassing, intimidating petitioner. Then it says E, that this court restrain and enjoin respondent from having any direct or indirect contact with petitioner. F, that this court order that respondent be enjoined from approaching within such and such yards of petitioner. G, that this court make findings of fact and conclusions of law concerning the issues in this case. And then it says H, that petitioner have such other and further relief as the court may deem just and proper. I, hold on. Thank you, Melissa, my love. I appreciate you. And thank you, Nene. Thank you, my love. Yes, y'all. Show your girl some love. Okay? I love y'all. So let me see what we at. So it says I, that this court issue dating V, y'all know the V word, ex parte in 12-month protective orders to her name. Y'all know her name. I ain't gonna say her name, but y'all know what her name is. Thank you, Queen Love Mel. So then it says, this is where this is the y'all hold on, y'all. Y'all know y'all nieces and nephew that came here. Hold on. All right, my bad, y'all. They come in here for some junk. I'm a snack. I'm a snack. Look down. I'm on my snack. Get the snack. Get your little snack ass out of here. Mika says she filed for a TPO on her ex-husband too. I got that one. Oh, Mika. Twin. Twin, where have you been? Child. Wow. I'm intrigued to see what's what about that one also. I want to know what that one looking like. I want to know what that's about, baby. So, hold on, y'all. Let's see. And thank y'all for the push and encouragement in the chat. Okay, I love y'all down. So, let me see where we at. So, it says, this part says, check the paragraphs below that apply to your case. Fill in the information needed by each paragraph you check. So, she checked off this one first where it says, order responded to stay away from petitioner's place of residence, place of employment, and or school, as well as return any and all keys, garage door openers, and other security and access devices to petitioner. She checked that one off. Then she checked off, hold on, y'all. Hold up, hold up. Wait, I don't want to miss. Did Mika say something else in the comments? Or did I see it already? Okay, I read it. I read that. Thank you, my love. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. From what I seen, from what I just seen on what she found on her ex-husband matches her character. Oh wow. Y'all, you see what happens when you start doing things and then other things start being exposed? This is crazy. Thank you, Taya. You said I had to make a new one. Oh, you talking about the page? Okay. Let's see. Hold on. All right. Let me see where we at. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let's see. Let's see. Said, hold on, y'all. Okay. So it says the next part she checked off where it says award petitioner costs and any attorney's fees for having to bring this action. So she want him to pay for her going to court, y'all. Thank you, Blanca. She wants him to pay for her taking him to court for subliminals, because that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Subliminals in his content. That she's taking She's making the shoe fit. That's what it's about, y'all. So then it says, order that petitioner's current address be kept confidential. She checked that off. Okay, let's go to the next one. Thank you, Miss. Wait, thank you, Queen Love Mail. You say help Pac reach her goal. I want to see the receipt. Y'all want to see it early? Y'all want to see it? Y'all mouth gonna be on the floor. I'm telling y'all. Like, them receipts is crazy. It'll literally make you look at her completely different. Let me say that. It's gonna make y'all look at her completely different. And the receipt also going to expose how scorned, bitter women do certain things out of retaliation. Okay, that's what it's going to expose to. Thank you, Miss Lonnie. All right, let me see. Hold on, y'all. Hold up. All right. Okay. So the next page, okay, we have the next page is okay. She didn't check off none of this. The last one it says, "Or to petitioner immediately, or additional relief as follows." This is what she want, y'all. She said, "No online THREATS harassment or indirect contact through third parties or social media." Who was doing that though? Was anybody messing with her as far as in the name of Latrell? Like, who did that? I didn't see that. Like, am I missing something? Am I missing something? Because I see what I seen was a lot. Even after their situationship stopped, a lot of people were still supporting her, myself included. I was still watching her content because she's a good content creator. I can't take that from her. I'm not no hater just because you do something crazy. Okay. You could be held accountable and people could call out your BS and still show you support because we human at the end of the day. But this is wrong. That's the difference. This is wrong. Especially if you know you doing this off the strength of I still wanted this man and my feelings is hurt. That's what makes it wrong. When you know people got proof, multiple people have proof to prove that you still indeed wanted this man. That's the crazy part. Like, what? You didn't have this to do. A lot of people is disappointed. So, hold on, let me see where we at. What is this? Verification, personally appeared, who being duly sworn states that he petitioner is above stop. Okay, this don't count. All right. So the next page, general civil and domestic relations case filing information. So she filed this, it says on the 9th, y'all. So what today is, the 10th or the 11th? Today is the 10th. So she filed this yesterday. Let's see. Hold on. Let me tell them. Okay. So this one, let's see. Superior. Okay, this one she checked off family under domestic relations cases. She checked off family violence petition. Oop, I didn't want to say that word. And then she checked off the box where it says, "I hereby certify that the documents in this filing, including attachments and exhibits, satisfy the requirements for redaction of personal or confidential information." Basically meaning she didn't want her address in this paperwork. She didn't want her address to be exposed. Okay, so let me see. Don't do that, Michelle. Don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all crazy, bro. Don't do that. You know we don't do stuff like that, baby. We don't do that. We don't do that over here, sis. You know that. So it says dating V order denying ex parte release status of petition. So this is the court denying. Like, girl, bye. What were we doing here? Okay. Thank you, Miss Stephanie. I appreciate you, my love. So it says the petitioner, which is her, having prayed pursuant and in the code that a protective order be issued and allege that respondent has committed acts of dating V and that the petitioner is in reasonable fear of the petitioner's safety and the safety of petitioner's children. After having heard ex parte the petitioner's evidence and reviewed the petition, the court did not find probable cause that stalking occurred in the past and may occur in the future. This is the court, y'all. So then it says, it is hereby ordered and adjudged that the court denies petitioner's ex parte request for protective order. Imagine here, this is like playing with the court's time. Let me tell y'all why. Because imagine going to the courts, because this is what she did. Imagine going to the courts and saying, I want to file a TPO. I need a TPO from a content creator that I once dated, right? We don't have no physical contact. He ain't texting me. He ain't harassing me through calls. But he's doing content making subliminal. That's what she did. And I want to protect myself because the content, even though my name is not mentioned, is alluding to V. And he might potentially harm me. That's what she did, y'all. That's basically the summary of this TPO. And that's also why they denied it. Because you ain't proven that he did anything to you. You just saying this man is saying things in his content and you thinking it's about you. So you want to be protected from him. How that sound, y'all? Because that's exactly what this is. So they then said the court denies petitioner's ex parte request for protective order. Then it says 2 pursuant, then it's a code, cross-referencing applicable statute/provision. Family v. Petitioner has the right to a full and final hearing on this petition within 10 days of the filing of the petition under this article or as soon as practical thereafter, but in no case later than 30 days after the filing of the petition. Hearing shall be held at which the petitioner must prove the allegations of the petition by preponderance of the evidence as in other civil cases. Let me tell y'all why I don't think that they're going to grant this, even when she go on the 23rd. Based off of my knowledge and experience with the courts, this is why I don't think they're going to grant it. Because for one, they denied it the first time. After looking, she presented evidence, exhibits, which is the same thing, evidence and exhibits. She presented that, y'all, but there's not enough. There's not one piece of proof showing that he's directly doing anything to you and you can like prove it, like your name is on it. So even if she go to court, if she don't have anything that directly proves that he's insinuating subliminally, directly doing anything to her, they're going to deny it again. Okay? They're going to deny it again unless she can prove, because you can't just go to court and say, oh, in his content, he's alluding to, threatening, or saying stuff about me, humiliating me, or whatever. You can't say that based off of an ex, because he has multiple exes who he had bad experiences with. And the crazy part is he don't even consider you an ex. He said y'all was dating. He never said y'all was in a relationship. So that's what makes it even crazier. That's what makes it even crazier. Because when he made that video, because he did make a video, y'all, where he was telling people, it was a video of him in a mirror, and he was telling people to stop talking about his exes in his comments. He was talking about Bree and Sierra. He considers the baby mama's exes. Okay? That's who he was talking about. Thank you, Queen Love Mail. I appreciate you, my love. You cutting up, girl. Thank you. We need 8 more, y'all. We need 8 more on the super. And hit the like button. So, let me see where we at. Then we got petitioner has been advised of his or her right to a full and final hearing. And then she checked off where it says petitioner does want to continue to a full and final hearing on their petition for a protective order. Therefore, this petition is scheduled for a hearing as follows, right? So they gave it to her. Because you have a right to it. You have a right to an appeal in any legal situation. So it's basically her appealing what they saying and saying, hey, I want to take it to trial. Okay? So it says that the respondent appeared before a judicial officer, I ain't gonna say the name, on the 23rd of January. So she go on the 23rd of January. Hearing will be held via Zoom, y'all. Okay? Thank you, Queen Love. Now, baby, you cut it up. Thank you, my love. Miss what Mr. Sanders said. Hold on, let me see. There is none, Miss Valerie. There is none. Okay. Um, Mr. Sanders said she seen how he loving on a mirror and she saw that ring on her finger. Yep. That's driving her crazy. I can tell y'all that right now. Based on them receipts, that's receipting. That a mirror, baby, a mirror is getting under her skin. And it ain't because a mirror is doing anything, it's because of the way LaTruth's loving on her. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. I am her say she's projecting. Miss Seasonn has been throwing subliminals with her narcissistic content ever since RH left her ASS. She mad because RH moved on. This is why I kept my mouth shut when they broke up. And here's the thing. That will make you feel like somebody talking about you. Because she's talking about him. She's talking about him. So if she's talking about him, then guess what? Every time she go to his page, and the reason why she's talking about him is because she's trying to get his attention. Think about it, y'all. If you and somebody stop dealing with each other, right? And you make your focal content on the very same thing that the people was bashing this man and calling him from his marriage about. You don't think that people gonna think you talking about him? So soon as the stuff happened with the S lady, I ain't gonna say her name because she's crazy. Next thing you know, she started doing all content surrounding narcissism. Right? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, y'all. My bad. I had to go fuss at them kids. They up in there fussing over the remote. Like they can't go watch TV in their room. Who child listen? How you fussing over the TV, the living room remote when y'all each got a TV in y'all room? Okay, that's what they doing, y'all. I had to go fuss real quick. Let me see. Hold on, let me go down. Okay. Thank you, Queen Love Milk. Baby, Queen Love Milk cutting up on top, baby. I love it. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Michelle said we got 7 left. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the love. Okay, so let's get to the next page. This one says, okay, important, please read. You are responsible for knowing and following these procedures, right? It says, number one, continuance of court date. Your court date may not be continued, reset for another day without approval of the court. All continuance requests must be in writing by email listed above and received by the court at least 3 business days prior to the scheduled appearance date and contain substantive reason why you are unable to appear on the requested date. Okay, I ain't gonna read this one, y'all, because it's just general information about showing up to the court date or court reporter, interpreters, and current contact info. So this one ain't no tea. It's just public information. I mean, public general information. So this one says, what is this? Order for a limited appointment for process service. All law enforcement officers, including but not limited to police officers, marshals, and probation officers, meet the requirements for appointment for process service. Okay, this is about getting the respondent served. Order for limited appointment for process service. Okay, and let's see. I think that's it for that one. Hold on, y'all. Yep, that's it. That's it. I wish I could find. We got. I'm gonna do a little homework, y'all. I'm gonna do a little homework to try to find the live streams that she's alluding to, because I want. We gotta see that. We gotta see that. And like I said, y'all, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If when I watch those live streams, if I feel like he could possibly be talking about her, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. But I don't feel like that because I watch his content. So it never made me say, "Oh, he talking about Miss Seasonn. Why he dragging Miss Seasonn?" I've never got that from his content. So, like I said, I think that she's feeling that weight because she's talking about him with her narcissistic content, and two, she's still in her feelings. So it's kind of like a projective thing. Like she's feeling it and she's making it about her because she's talking about him and she's still in her feelings about their situation or the lack thereof or what happened during it, right? Or how they ended. It could be one of those things. But that's what it is, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Thank you, Toya. I appreciate you, my love. Sorry I can't send a super chat or anything. That's okay, Miss Lorinda. I appreciate you. Just hit the like button, my love. Just hit the like button for your girl. Okay? Um, you said, who would have thought? You said, I'm so surprised by this. Who would have thought, girl, stop? Yep. We all are. Like, it's disappointing. Because it's like, really? This what we doing? Like, really? You that bothered by this man and his new lady? Now, who ready to get to them receipts, baby? Robert don't be talking about her at all. He don't. He don't, y'all. He really don't. But she feel like he is. She feel like he is. Okay? So, yeah. So, yeah. And here's even more so the reason. Now, I don't know if or let me say this, RH, if you listening, or if you get a chance to listen, or somebody go in his comments, let's say this. Can you make some type of post to let us know how y'all situation ended? And I'm not meaning what happened. I'm meaning like, did she stop talking to you? Did you stop talking to her? Or was it a mutual thing because y'all wanted different things? Let us know. And I think that's what it is, y'all. If I think I'm right. I think that's what it is. And the reason why I think that is because we all can see from the outside looking in that this man, he made it very clear that he didn't want no relationship no time soon because of what he was going through. And he's still dealing with. He literally finna go to court with his ex-wife again on the 26th. So I really believe that they probably parted ways on some mutual parting ways type of stuff because they want different things. That's my belief. So I want him to validate that. If that's what happened, let us know. Because I really want to know that because if it was mutual or if he stopped dealing with her, then that's grounds for bitterness. Let's say that. But if it was mutual and they both understood, then this is kind of blindside because if y'all part ways on a mutual type of agreement, then it should be no need for any backlash, no need for none of this. If y'all both say, "Hey, this not working out," we want two different things. I don't want to straggle you along and so forth. So I think we should go our separate ways. And then not just saying that, but bringing another female into the fold. And now you see this female is getting things that you once got and it's bothering you. Okay? What y'all said, I wouldn't be surprised if he created a fake page to stalk Amira. Ooh, child. Down south say when I watch all these videos, and if thought he was throwing subliminal slash shade, I would automatically think he was talking about Bree because I had forgot all about Miss Season. And that's the thing. Not even just talking about her, but the fact that she would automatically think that he's talking about her when he's still actively going through a situation with his ex, even now. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. Ain't no way in hell what him and Miss Seasonn had can be remotely close to the hell that he went through with his ex. It's no way. The time don't even match up. Queen Steph say, but she clearly wasn't mutual when he was, because why come bothering him after 1 year? Seasonn wanted more commitment and he wasn't ready. Yep. I think that's exactly what it is. He wasn't ready. You know, she probably wanted marriage and he wasn't ready. And I would respect the man for saying he not ready and saying, hey, I can't give you what you want. You know, find somebody that can. That's respect to me. Because a man could keep stringing you along and not tell you shit. He keeps stringing you along, but you can't force a man to want what you want or to be ready for what you ready for. You can't do that. You can't. You also can't get mad if it happens with another lady down the line. It's a time for everything. It's a time for everything. That's how the world works. Like everybody ain't for everybody. Everybody ain't your person. Maybe Amira is his person. You know, maybe she is. Maybe she on the same type of time he on. We never know. So let's get to the receipt. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Y'all ready for them receipts? Y'all ready for them receipts? So I ain't gonna say where these receipts came from. Okay, we ain't gonna say that. But we just gonna say the other party that's in the receipts is you know who we talking about. Y'all know who we talking about. And we're also gonna say that it's other people as well that have receipts. It's multiple people behind the scenes that has receipts of communication about RH and the women that he's dealing with or was dealing with, you know, stalking behavior. Like, oh, he doing this with this lady, or he doing this with that. Oh, you see that kiss? You see how passionate child? Okay, yeah, it's a whole lot of that went on, y'all. So this is why. Let me pull one of them up right quick to show y'all why people are so surprised. Okay, let me show y'all why people are so surprised by and blindsided by this narrative. Did I put them up? Pull them up. Hold on. Did I put them on the screen? I didn't. Hold on. I gotta open them up first. Wait, this one is up. Let's take this one down. This one down. Where's the other one? Hold on, y'all. Let me open this up. Everyone falls sometime. Okay. All right. What? Oh, he definitely jealous. I don't even like talking about him no more. Cause he make it so obvious that he watching everything RH doing and he oh Lord. And little do he know, Bree was talking about his ass too, not just Janelle when she's talking about the whole parent situation. She was talking about him too. Because he's another one. Thank you, Punana, for being a member for 17 months, my love. You say not you hanging that song. Hanging that song. I told her, oh Lord. No, so she mad because he in a new relationship. Yep, that's exactly why she mad. Because I'm hanging on to, I don't know. I'm about to show Michelle. I'm hanging on to the last thing she said about RH, y'all. I'm hanging on to that. And the reason why I'm hanging on to that is because when she said it, they wasn't in a relationship. When she said that he's a good man, she spoke really highly of him. She said they're gonna always be friends, even though they're going into different paths, et cetera, et cetera. I gotta find that post. But she spoke really well of him. And the reason why I'm hanging on to that is because once another female came into the fold, I can't take nothing you say serious because you moving off your emotions now. And you hurt. Okay, let me show y'all. I keep looking in the comments and distracting me. Thank you, Miss Beverly. You say Lupac when Tango I spoke recently about a father coming in and going as they please. She said the same thing right after she had them. Exactly. That's why I said she was talking about Sleepy and Janelle. Not LaTrue, because LaTrue is consistent with his baby. He do his big one. He do his big one with Momo. He the only one that's getting his child consistently and doing his part. And he the only one that paid child support too. So she couldn't have been talking about the truth. So this is the first one, y'all. This is the first receipt, right? So the person the person who I ain't gonna say the name of is in blue, and then we have y'all know who in gray, okay? Y'all know who is in gray. Thank you, Miss Lolita. So, the person that I got these messages from says, "Me too. I took a long nap. Laugh out loud. Good night." This was Tuesday, July 29th at 5:12 p.m. July 2025, y'all. Okay, July 2025, meaning last year that we just left out of. This is when it started. There are a whole lot more. It's a whole lot more receipts. So yeah, that's like, why would you do this knowing you was doing all of this behind the scenes with people? That's what make this situation look crazy, right? So then Seasonn says, I guess they are dating. So I'm not the truth in a mirror, right? So then the person who gave me this says, why you say that? I haven't talked to him yet, trying to give her time to leave. I'm in the pool. He usually call and ask what we doing, laugh out loud. So then Seasonn says he just did an interview with her and they kissed at the end. He even had his hand on her ass. So this is her sending RH and Amira's interview to the person who these messages belong to. Okay? So that's real interesting how didn't she say LaTrue started stalking her or whatever back in June of 2025, right? Up until recently. So if he's stalking you, why are you watching, not only watching, but sending what he's doing with a mirror to people behind the scenes? That's interesting. But that's not it. Hold on. It gets better. It gets better. Hold up. This is the first one. Let's take this one down, y'all. Take this one down and go to the next one. I'm so disappointed. Like, I am so disappointed. So let's go here. Let's do this one now. Wait, should I leave it on? Let me see. I want to be able to see it. Oh, shoot. Damn. Okay, I can see it. Y'all can see it good. I made it big. Um, y'all are crazy in the comments, bro. Y'all are crazy. Okay? Y'all, y'all get on my nerves. Hey, I'm chosen. Hey, my love. You said I know LaTrue got his receipts too. Mr. I record everything. Y'all know he got his receipts. Mr. I record everything. Why wouldn't he have his receipts? Y'all really think or he's gonna get out of a situation like he did with his ex-wife and like fully trust any female to the point where, yeah, come on now. Come on now. I don't think he's playing with none of them at this point. Like you gonna be on some, you ain't gonna be on no deception. You gonna be on some genuine stuff or else. Okay. I don't think he's playing. He ain't on that type of time no more. Everybody, the good gotta suffer for the bad. Everybody gotta get that work. Everybody gotta get that work. Okay. So, oh, let's get to this one, y'all, so we can get up off of here. Okay. So this one, this is her in the gray, y'all. This is Seasonn in the gray. She says, I get it. I can't see the other one, but this is the one in the gray. This is the one that really gonna make y'all fall out y'all seat. She said, I get it. Thank you. I can't go through 100 more women. Even if I took marriage off the table, we would have to date exclusively. Y'all know what that means? She wanted LaTruth so bad that, remember we just had that conversation where they wanted two different things, right? And I said she probably wanted marriage and he didn't, so they parted ways. So she said even if I took marriage off the table, we would have to date exclusively. She wanted this man so bad that she was willing to remove them getting married. That was a what you call it for her. Not a game changer, but that was one of her stipulations. She wanted marriage from him. But she wanted him so bad she was willing to remove marriage long as they could date exclusively. So this right here proves that she had knowledge that they were only dating, like just dating. But dating exclusively means relationship. I want a known relationship. That's what that means, dating exclusively. I want it to be known that I'm your woman. This is it, right? But I don't think y'all hearing that. I don't think y'all. She wanted him so bad, she was willing to remove her stipulation of marriage and settle for just them dating exclusively. You said that's not all she was willing to settle for, just to have him. Listen, Queen Steph, listen. So y'all say, I can't go through 100 more women. I think she was exaggerating when she said that, meaning like I guess she couldn't deal with him dating other women. That's what I took from that, y'all. I don't think she meant like literally him dealing with 100 women. Okay, I think she meant she just couldn't. She can't go through him dealing with other women. She wanted to exclusively date him, and she was willing to take marriage off the table. No, I'm not doing that. If I can't have you how I want to have you, then you're not the one for me. You're not the one. We got to be on the same accord. I wouldn't even want, not like when you get to a point when you're dealing with a man and you got to start changing what you want out of that situation, or giving up. Now you're supposed to compromise, but this is not a compromise for me. I'm not doing that. Oh, trust me, I know Crystal. Listen, I know some things now. Okay, I know some things now. But yeah. So then the person who the messages belongs to say, I understand that. Let me talk to him. And it won't be over the phone. I want to do it in person. So then Seasonn says, okay, I'm okay with the results. And then they say, good, you need closure. I understand. Okay. So that was that one, y'all. That was that one. Okay, period, Nola. We ain't doing that, baby. We are not doing that. Sorry. Let's see. So this is the last one that I got. Y'all know more may come out later, but who knows? Who knows, child? Who knows? Who knows? But just know our H got he got, he got a team behind him, baby, that don't play by him. And yeah, that know some things, that know some things, that know some things. And they not finna let him go out like that. Now, this was genuinely done, meaning that okay, he really did this, and it ain't just on some bitter stuff because you seeing him with other women or whatever, and you wanted that to be you, then that's different. But it's all about motive and time. Like it's real crazy how all of a sudden TPOs being got or trying to get got after this man is exclusively dating this other woman that you behind the scenes sending every single move they make to other people. That don't make sense. That's stalking on your end. That's stalking on your end. That's crazy. That is crazy. Imagine this going to the courts though. You did that to that man, and imagine these people who got all of these messages bringing that to the courts and showing the courts you actively sending them constantly sending them things, screen recording, screenshots of this man's pages and all of his activity on. Now we see how you know in specific part on his live streams to allude or assume he's talking about you because you watching everything. That's the first thing a judge will advise you. Block the person, stop watching. I would like to know if any of these people, any person that she was having conversations with behind the scenes, because it wasn't me. Did any of you guys ever tell her? I mean, if somebody's in the chat that actually had, conversation with her behind the scenes, did anybody ever say or like tell her to block him? Like block him, stop watching, sis. If it's getting to you that bad, if it's bothering you that much, just stop watching him. Anybody say that? If y'all, if you're willing to say that, if you're willing to let it be known. If not, then it's cool. But this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. So this one right here, y'all. This one right here. You said, oh, shout out to Hey Cree. Cree said, yes, I did. Yes, I did tell her to block him. She said she did. Well, and Queen Step too. Queen Step said, I did loop out several times. Well, it shows she didn't. Okay. And it's sad because you wanted to see what he was doing. You want to keep up with his moves. You want to keep up with what he's doing. That's crazy. So let's get to this one, y'all, so we can get up off of here. So this message right here. So we have her, Seasonn in the gray, and the other person in the blue. Seasonn says, what if he doesn't come down? Wait, let me see if I can see what the other one says. Well, what would you do? Man, I don't see what that other message says. But Seasonn say, what if he doesn't come down? Question mark. And then the person who the messages belong to say, y'all could do lunch or dinner. Maybe they are alluding to her going to his house, I guess. And then the other person say, y'all could do lunch or dinner. Then Seasonn say, he may not want to see me. And then the other person say, close to his house, a pair of lips will say anything but to see you is different. And then Seasonn say, I pull up and he had company, or he has company. She say, I pull up and he has company. Then the other person say, you right, but he definitely can come downstairs. Oh, so the one that's stalking you in text messages talking about him ignoring you and not wanting to have nothing to do with you or see you or speak to you. You in text messages talking about pulling up to his house, but in the court paperwork, you say he's bothering you, he's stalking you, he's harassing, humiliating you. Y'all, this don't go with that. That's why it's always three sides to every story. So, when I hear people say, oh, why would such and such lie? Like, why would they lie about that? Why wouldn't they lie? Clout, people do the weirdest shit for clout, okay? It's human nature to lie. Humans lie, whether it's intentional or unintentional. Whether, like human, that's just a part of life. People lie. So don't never just put something past a person, especially if you don't know their true character. Now, if it's somebody that never gave you a reason to believe that they would be malicious or deceptive, then you could kind of give them a benefit of the doubt a little bit because you kind of, you've been following their character and seeing how they move, right? But don't just be putting stuff past people that you don't know. People lie all the time, whether it's a serious issue or it's not serious. It's human nature. People lie. They don't even have to have a reason. Like people say, well, why would they lie about that? Because that's what people do. Like, That's what they do. Shit. Make them prove it. Hey, Miss Maya, my love. Hey, Daz. Hey, April. So, um, then the person for the message says, "You right, but he definitely can come downstairs." And then Seasonn said, "I'm tired. He should have reached out by now." And then the person with the messages say, "I agree, but I wouldn't take it personal. He living in the moment, feeling himself." And then Caesar say, "Do you think he's fully ready?" Hold on, because y'all can't see that part. Oh shoot, it ain't showing. Well, that one says I might have to put it back up so y'all can see the bottom. But she said, "Do you think he's fully ready to lose me?" Question mark. That's what Caesar said. Do you think he's fully ready to lose me? Question mark. Okay. Let me take it down so y'all can see it. Because I want y'all to see that part. I don't want nobody to think I'm making that up. Hold on. Let me pull it back up. Put it back up. Hold on, y'all. All right, let's put it back on the screen so y'all can see it. Y'all see that part at the bottom? Yeah. So she said, "Do you think he's fully ready to lose me?" Question mark. So now y'all see, right? Princess say, "I got two phones worth of text." Shit, wow. Oh wow. You and a bunch of others. That's the crazy part. You and a bunch of others. This is crazy, y'all. But just these three messages, it is literally debunks her whole uh TPO situation because you going to court saying he's stalking and doing all of these things to you, but in these messages, you you talking to people he's connected to about him not wanting to see you and just popping, willing to pop up to his house. But what if he got company and he should have reached out by now? And do you think he's fully ready to lose me? And like that don't add up. That does not add up. Ain't no way, y'all. It's no way she thought that she could, do this to this man legally, knowing what he already going through. And the people that's connected to him that didn't have personal conversations with her about him wouldn't speak up for him. Ain't no way she really thought that she could do this to this man out of hurt. Because I think this is all out of hurt. I think all of this is out of hurt, y'all. She's scorned. She's still hurt because they not together, right? And she's seeing Amira getting all of this princess treatment, right? That's what I think it is. But it's no way she really thought that she could do this to now. If this was genuinely done and people really like she had real proof that this man is physically taunting, harassing, threatening, humiliating and doing all of these things to her, then yeah, that's different. But we just read what she said. She going off of live streams where he didn't even say her name. He child, well, he's still physically, still going through a situation with his ex-wife who literally ruined his life. And you think okay. Anyways, child. Next. And my judge, Judy Black. Oh Lord, listen. I am y'all. I can't take no more. Oh, I thought we was done. Amira, let me tell you something, sweetheart. Let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't in my Nicki Minaj voice. Don't do it. Okay, it's giving that you might be the peace right now. It's giving you might be the peace. It's giving that you submissive and you the calm before the storm. But don't do it. Don't do it. If it don't work out, exit peacefully. We can't take them. Okay, we cannot. We can't handle it. We didn't had enough. We done had enough time. Listen. And they wonder, y'all. They quick to say, oh, they think he perfect and oh, he can't do no wrong. Did y'all not just see? And this is for the ones who don't like him. Y'all seen me read. I showed y'all the text message. And I only had to show y'all three. And from what people saying, multiple people, it's a lot. It's way more. It's screen recordings and all of that. Like literally watching this man's every move to the point where she literally watching how the truth and Amira kissing in a video and determining how passionate it is. Okay, it's time to move on. It's really time. And Miss Seasonn, if you listening, I'm very disappointed. Like I had a lot of respect for you. And no, this wasn't a lie to say, oh, you can't, you can't hurt or you can't feel a way or you no, but it's ways to do things. It's ways to go about things. It's grown ways, mature ways to move and do certain things, but it's no way you thought that this was okay knowing your behavior behind the scenes when it comes to this man. You can't actively be stalking somebody and then try to go get a TPO on them. That's not cool, bruh. That's not cool. And a lot of us are very disappointed. Like for real. I was still supporting your content. And even though I don't comment and stuff like that, but I enjoyed her content because it was educational. And she got a niche, she really has a niche for content creating. But now we know you was talking about RH with all of this narcissism. Now what if he used to say that you harassing him and you trying to intimidate him because you keep narc this, narc that, narc this, narc that, uh, manipulation, gaslight, all of that. That's all you hear. All you hear in your content now. And no, you wasn't doing well, I don't remember. I don't remember you focusing on narcissism before the truth. I don't even remember a post about narcissism while her and the truth was dating. I don't remember that from her pages. I remember her doing her garden. I remember her, if she'll talk about something, it'll be like about relationships but it was never about narcissism. I don't remember that. That's why so many people was blindsided and was like, well, damn, she got to be talking about her age because who else she talking about? Why so random? After the ex-lady situation, everything was narc this, narc that. So the same thing could be said about her. What she's saying about RH. And I think that's what she wants. Like, because she knows that her content is really directed at the truth. She wants his content to be directed at her. That's a cat and mouse game. And I feel like you too old. And I'm not saying that as an insult, but I'm saying that as far as clocking maturity. Like, come on. Move on. Block this man. Go be great. Stay beautiful. Stay, uh having that green thumb because you be planting the hell out of them vegetables. I wish I could do it. I don't like I'm scared of bugs. I'm scared of bugs, child. But you got too much going for yourself to be going outside behind a man. Like you have entirely too much going for yourself, y'all. And we gotta be honest, like she's a beautiful woman. She's smart and she got a lot going for herself, which is why we did want you for the truth. That's why we did want you for him. But here's the thing. See, sometimes things don't always happen in the now, like as in right now, but you don't even know if it just wasn't your time yet and he would have spun the block and settled down with you. You don't even know that. But you didn't lost that chance now because of what you did. Y'all could have easily people do it all the time. Look at Nelly and Ashanti. They didn't work out And they went years. It was what, over 10 years. They spun the block. Now they married with a child, living their best life. Couple goals to some people. Okay, I don't do couple goals because I feel like people show you what they want to show you on social media, but they living their best life. So that happens a lot. That happens a lot where you don't it don't happen right then and there, but sometimes people spin the block and they get it right the second time when they ready to settle down. That's why I said I wouldn't have wanted to be the person that he got with after his ex-wife because she broke him. He needed healing. And he's still not done yet. He's still not done yet. But guess what? He could have played around a little bit, do his man thing, what the men do, and then, you do what you doing, and y'all could have spun the block right back to each other. But you can't, that goes out the window when you do stuff like that. When you do stuff like that, true character is shown when a person is mad. That's what I see. Let me see how you move when you mad, right? Let me see how you move when you mad, because I feel like true intentions, when a person is mad or angry or rageful, that's when their true intentions are shown. If you can hate me when you mad and hurt me when you mad, that shows me how you really feel. Because I feel like when the love is strong, the love is going to overpower the hate, the rage, the anger. You going to love me. You know how some people, they be like husband and wives, they be mad at each other, but they still be looking out for each other. Like they got a frown on their face, but he'll go in the kitchen and still open up a pickle jar for his wife because he knows she can't open that pickle jar, or he'll grab something on top of the refrigerator for her because he knows she can't reach it. That's love, no, knowing she had just pissed him off, right? Like we mad, but we love each other. Like that's what I'm talking about. Let me see how you move when I made you take it there. When I know you pissed off at me, let me see how you move. Because if you can hurt me because you hurt, especially even if it's something small, whether it's small or big, that's true intention. That's how I look at things. That's why they say you got to see a person in every season. Season. Let me see you when you mad. Let me see you when you happy. Let me see you when you angry and rage. Let me see you when your pop when that munyon is munyong. Let me see you when you broke, especially when you broke. Because y'all know desperation set in when I'm up broke. Okay, they start doing things that you like. When they broke, I can't listen. If I'm broke, I can't function. That's why I try not to be broke down. But listen, all the seasons, you got to see a person in every season to see how they move. Because you might not like them when they broke. You might not like them when they get mad. So all of that got to be considered. And like I said, they could have easily spun the block, like gave it a little time. If you couldn't deal with him through his healing season, or even before he fully started healing, then y'all could have parted ways, started dating other people, and then spun the block. If you really wanted to be with him that bad. But that goes out the window when things like this is done. Thank you, Miss Lolita. You say, Lupac, I'm broke. Laugh aloud, but goddamn it, you know how to bring the tea. True, man. Not I'm broke. I love you. Thank you, my love. I love y'all. Y'all asses is crazy. Y'all is crazy. And hey to everybody that came through the chat that I didn't get a chance to speak to. Y'all know I don't be ignoring nobody. It be a lot of y'all. And it's only one of me, child. But the love is equal, mutual. You said I'll mail it. Me, what you talking about? Let me go down. Okay, I'm at the bottom. Yeah, y'all, but we're gonna end it on this. I'm disappointed, y'all. Like I really thought about this even before I went live. You know, because they quick to say we don't speak when it's something bad about RH, but y'all know I don't recall nothing I didn't blog on when it came to him. Even if I rebuttal it, because this is not a good look for him. It ain't. And you know, some people will flip it, but he's not in the wrong here. I just don't see it. You can't force somebody to see something that you see or you claim you see. If I don't see it, then I don't see it. Everybody is different, you know. But like I said, if she had provided proof, actual proof where it's direct, her name is on it and this and that, then it'll be a little different. But you can't automatically assume that this man is talking about you and his content when he's literally still going through some toxic ish with his ex. They still in court. They got another court date on the 26th for ish load of contempts he did against her. So come on. That's the crazy part. How you know he ain't talking about Bree? We don't know that. How we know he ain't talking about Sierra? We don't know that. It could be just in general, or it could be off of his life experiences. But how you don't take it to heart is you don't watch him. Only way for people to know if somebody done did something several times is if you watching every single time. Because seeing something once and seeing it being done multiple times speaks to you, not him. If his content is bothering you to the point where it's making you feel like it's threatening, like you might be, you know, at risk or in harm's way or anything like that, block him. You literally told the people you haven't even had physical contact with this man. And you gave him condolences about his dad. What? Like, y'all, okay. Anyways, y'all, I'm finna get up off here. I hope y'all enjoyed this live stream. This was a really good live, y'all. It was very informative, okay? Even though we, you know, clocked a little T, I still feel like I bring a little educational, entertainment, all of that to my live streams. Yeah, like, do better. Do better. Please, Miss Seasonn, do better. And Amira, don't try it. Please don't try it. We tired. We is tired. Please have good intentions. Okay? Please. We can't take no more. We can't. We cannot. Okay? And the truth, whatever you doing, stop. Stop doing it. Stop, please. Please stop. I don't know what it is, but stop. Okay? We cannot take it. We is tired without the R. Oh, Lord. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday night, child. Yeah, I'm finna go, you know, get my little gelato and get comfortable and all those good things and enjoy the rest of my Saturday. I will be back live tomorrow, y'all. Hopefully I can find the live streams that she's referring to when she say because we're gonna talk about that also. We're gonna try to find it, okay? And we're gonna talk about that. If I can find it by tomorrow, we'll do the live about that. If not, we'll talk about something else because there's a whole lot going on. But anyways, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for blessing me in this live stream. Y'all just don't know how much that means because if you know, you know, I took a leave of bereavement, grieving, and my numbers went crazy because I was gone for a little minute. So everything helps me build back up, y'all. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all just don't understand. Thank y'all so much for the blessings in this live stream. I love y'all down, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Yeah, you tuned in to Loop Hot Baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go. L-U-P-A-C. Baby, don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive. L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with the heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lupac baby. Capiche? They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lupac don't just react, she the code what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne. L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-N-T, bringing truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Luke.